Guys, welcome back to Tracie's Place. I have made these wall sconces. They came out gorgeous and I want to show you how I did it so that maybe you can get an idea to do something like this for your wall. I made them in charcoal gray and they are going up on my bedroom wall and they came out beautifully. They came out beautifully. So I want to give shout outs to Jewel the Doll and Creative Living Lifestyle who inspired this for me, and they made theirs on a little bit of a different style. I have sconces already built into my wall as far as the electricity running, so we have actual lights on our walls, and they use the LED like remote control lights or something similar with the pucks, and they came out beautifully as well. But mine's are a little different. Their style they're about the same, but just a little different as well, and I want to show you how to make mine. Also, you're going to need 2 foam core boards, not 1, but 2. Alright, and these are DIY inspired by the 2 ladies that I mentioned, and they are Dollar Tree inspired because the materials that were needed, I did get the foam core board there, but the shelves I could not find at Dollar Tree, so I had to get them somewhere else. So they are Dollar Tree DIY inspired sconces. Alright, so stay tuned to the video to see how I made these. Alright guys, and to make this craft you are going to need a ruler, you're going to need scissors, some E6000, you will also need a glue gun, Gorilla Glue sticks because they really bind pretty good, and you can use just the glue sticks. If you want to have it bind even better, just use the E6000 because they will be hanging up on your wall. But I've seen people do it with the glue sticks and have great success with it. Alright, you're going to need 2 foam core boards, and they're $1 each at Dollar Tree. And what you will do, and you want to measure this out yourself. Don't take my word for it, but you're going to measure these out yourself. And now it's called the DIY or Dollar Tree DIY inspired craft because I did not get this from Dollar Tree. They sell these at Dollar Tree, or either they used to, but I could not find them when I went. So I did find these at Rose's, but you can get these at just about anywhere. They're just the little shelf helpers to stack things on, and I have the size medium, and like I said, I got this from a store called Rose's, and they were $3.99 a piece. Even though they're not $1 each, $3.99 is still a good price. Just in case you can't find the shelf and the bracelets, I'll put the Amazon link below in the description box. Basically $4, so 2 for $8 basically. So you get 2 of those. And then you're going to get 2 foam core boards, and you can get white or black. I'm getting white, or I did get white. And what you want to do is measure. You can use your ruler, or I kind of just eye stuff a lot of the times, and I use the ruler too. So what I did was put my whole foam core board down, and I put one of these on top just as you see it here. And if you can tell, it's just a smidge, maybe not barely a fingernail width from the edge. Just leave a little bit, half of a fingernail length. Just a little bit. I guess that's probably 1/4 of an inch that you leave out. And you just take your scissors like this and score your board around the shape, leaving, like I said, just 1/4 of an inch on each side, and just score it out like this, and you make 2 of those. So you want 2 this side. You're actually going to make even 2 more. They're going to be similar sizes, but we'll cover that later. And then you want to measure the side on your foam core board, which I've already done. I just did this off camera to make it easier, to make the video go by faster. But you measure on your foam core board like this, and you just score around it, all 4 sides, and you make 4 of those, because what you are doing is you're making a back. This is the base, the back. You're making a back. That's to hang it on the wall with. and then 2 sides like that. Hopefully you can see that. So just like that. And also, guys, if you want to make the exact sconce that I'm making today, you can purchase bracelets at the Dollar Tree in the kids section, in the toys or craft section, and they're plastic. And you can spray paint those if you want to. That's what one of the ladies did. I wanted to get just already silver bracelets. I got these from a discount store called, I think it's DFW or DS. It's something or another. It's a discount ladies store. I think they have men's stuff too, but it's basically a ladies store. You can get these from Gabriel Brothers or any discount fashion store. You can get these like 16. They come in a pack. 16 for like $2.99 or $3.99. So I got mine from DS something or another. I'll try to put the name of it down below right here. And they were $2.99 for about 16 bracelets. And you may want to go ahead and get 2 depending on how many bracelets you want hanging from your sconce. All right, and you are going to need scissors, a ruler. You're going to need some E6000 if you don't trust the glue gun, but most people have been doing it with glue guns and had great success. But if you want a little extra staying power, a little extra security, you can get the E6000. Get your glue gun handy. That's going to be quicker and safer as far as you smelling fumes. The glue gun is safer. And because E6000 is strong and it does have fumes. And you want to get glue sticks, hot glue sticks. And I use this Gorilla kind. I just think they stick pretty well. They stick really good. So I got those. And you guys, we are good to go. So you want to get it on your board like so. Get the rack on your board. And with a pen or a pencil, you want to mark where it is. That way you can make your hole. If you don't want it too close to the edge where it just goes off and kind of swishes down, you want it in a hole. So you want to remove this like so, and then take your scissors and just make an indentation. This is where the end of the pole will go. You just want to dig out a little hole. Do the same on all 4 sides. Then you can take your pen in or pencil, whatever you have, and just make sure it's open decently. And you almost kind of want to force these down in there like so, so that they're fitting really good. So push them in there. Okay, so they fit. So now you want to go ahead and put your glue in the holes. You can use your glue stick or the E6000. If you're using E6000, please remember to be near ventilation and then also to wear a mask so the fumes don't overtake you. So I'm opting for the E6000 and the glue gun because I want these to stay. So I am going to put E6000 down in the hole like so. And for some reason I got the white kind. I want it clear. I didn't even know that they had white available. So let me get it in there. And you let it set for about 10 seconds to get it tacky. Well, 10 to 20 seconds. So it'll get a little tacky or sticky. And that way it'll stick better. So I'm going to let that sit for about 20 seconds. Okay, so it's been about 20 seconds. You can let it sit up to a minute. But then you want to go ahead and get it down in that glue. Okay. want to press it down. And then a little later, about a half hour, I'm going to give this time to kind of set. But in a half hour, I'm going to come back and I'm going to put the glue stick, use the glue gun, and go all around here and put extra glue around to make sure it sticks and stays. Alright guys, so while I was off camera, I took the liberty to do the other one. So I have both of them going here. And right now, also to make this stay even better, because it takes about 24 hours, it says, for this to cure. And the full cure capacity of time is 72 hours. So what you want to do is reinforce this with your glue stick. So around the top edge, making sure to hit the actual foot itself of the shelf, and the core board, you want to put it around this core board like so. And make sure you do all 4 legs. Also guys, you want to buy some craft paper if you would like to. I'm going to put this on the base of my sconce, and I got it in like a deep gray, and it's so pretty, this glittery paper. And it's $1.99. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And you want to get 2 of those so that when you look up in the sconce, you can't see, you know, the foam core board or anything. Also guys, I wanted to use something just a little bit more prettier or elegant for what I'm using it for. It's going in my bedroom. Some people used folders for theirs, which is great. They came out wonderful. But for my bedroom, I wanted to use fabric. So you can cover these with whatever you'd like to cover them with. And looking back, what I would have done differently is put this decorative paper on the foam core board and punch the holes through it too. I would have glued this down and punched the holes through it too. So anyway, no problem. So what I'm going to do now is cut this out. I'm going to turn this on its side, and I'm going to measure the width of this. And if it's not all the way across, it's okay. If it has just a little bit of white showing, that's fine, because I can use the fabric to cover that up. I can always use other pieces to put here. Is what I'm going to do is take about a 1/2 inch of this paper at the bottom and put a strip here. Take another 1/2 inch about right there and put a strip there. And then I will go ahead and glue this onto the foam core board. So I have the decorative paper right here, and this is it. I just flipped it over, and I put my ruler across, and at the end, at the bottom of the foam core board, I just drew a line. That way I know where to cut. And it fits like that. And then of course I said I was going to make the 2 strips for the side so that it will be full. And with the excess paper, I am going to measure across right here. And I'm just going to cut a straight line. So I'm going to flip the sconce back over. And you put it down like so. So what we're going to do now at this point is we're going to cut slits in here, or little indentions, so that this can lay flat. So you want to do it on all 4 sides, and you just want to mark where it is. It's right there. You can also just turn it sideways. and mark it that way. See, I was on point. And there you go. And you want to do the other sides the same way. So with the base being covered, I went ahead and cut 1/4 strips. I made 4. 2 for the first sconce and then 2 for the second sconce. And I made my indentions. I measured and made my indentions. And of course, like I said, let me take this mask off. And of course, like I said, you, since you have watched this video through to see what you need to do before you actually start it, you are going to place this under here. And you're going to glue it down on this side, and you're going to do the same with the other strip for this sconce, and you're going to glue it down like this. But since you have watched this video all the way through, you are going to measure all this out, and you're going to put your paper right on top of this foam core board so you won't have to go through all of this. So now I have these finished, and I'm going to hot glue gun them down. And now that both sides are on, you want to put in the larger piece of paper, like so, and go ahead and glue this big sheet down on top. Make sure to glue all around the perimeter on each side. You can also put dabs of glue in the middle before you lay the sheet down, and then glue the edges, whichever way you prefer. It will stay. And now that that's on and it looks really good, we want to put the sides on. So you put the sides up like this. Make sure that they are even to the top, which they are. In addition to these two sides, you guys, you can also put another piece of foam core board there. I hope in the beginning I told you all to cut 4 pieces. This one will be the biggest because it's going to cover all 4 legs. But then you want to make one that covers just the top of this one to place on here, and that being so the light will not shine through. So the light will not shine through. And we have sconces already on our walls with electricity. And some people, you all, are doing these wall sconces using the LED lights. They look like little hockey pucks almost. And they put them in the middle. They cut the wires in the middle, hang them down, attach them here, and hang the little LED lights from them, and you can turn them on with the remotes and turn them off. So I will link those 2 videos down in my drop down description box below this video. I will link their versions because if you don't have wall sconces like we do, you may want to do the versions for LED lights. But you guys, if you want another layer of protection so the light doesn't shine through the bars, through your material, you'll want to use this here so it looks even. The lighting will be even on all sides. So what we're going to do now is glue these onto the sides, and I'm going to use my E6000, and then I am going to reinforce it with the hot glue gun. So we're going to put the E6000 right on the edge of the leg. Then you can let it sit for a moment so it becomes tacky, and you can put your foam core board up against it. So I've let it sit for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to put the end piece of the foam core board right up against it. Let me turn it this way. And I'm going to press. And make sure it adheres. So I'm going to firmly keep my hand here for about 2 minutes until it sets. Once it sets, you guys, and I hope you can hear me through this mask, because these E6000 fumes are strong. And you want to, right where the seam meets with the leg and the foam core board, and that's adhering good, but you want reinforcement, you can go ahead and put a bead of hot glue gun glue. And you can also do it on the inside. And make sure you get both sides. And now I'm going to do this side, and I'm going to repeat this whole process on the other end. And now that both sides are finished, we want to concentrate on this middle piece. And what you want to do is put the E6000 here and here, and we're going to press it down, and then you're going to put a hot glue gun to reinforce it on both sides. So now we want to put the middle piece on. And press down. And once you've pressed down, held it down for about 2 minutes, then you're going to reinforce with hot glue gun here and on the other side. So now I have both of the sconces ready. They are both formed, and now I'm going to add the material. And I'm just going to cover. I better just do it the simple way for you guys, even though I have the cutting board out. Some people don't have the cutting board, so you can just measure up against your sconce, your material, and then maybe add an extra inch to fold under. But if you do have a cutting board or a ruler, be safe and go ahead and measure. So what I'm going to do here is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5. And I'm going to go about an inch longer, 3/4 of an inch longer. I'm going to make a snip right here. This is where I will be cutting. And then, so that's going to cover the length. And since this has 3 sides, and this is 12.5 inches long, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches long. So it's going to be 11 plus 12.5, which is going to give us 23.5. So I'm going to go 23.5 inches plus 3/4 more inches to tuck under. So I'm going to cut out 24.5, close to 25 inches long, just to have enough to tuck under as well. So that's going to put us here. And then I'm going to cut over here. And I could have folded this over to cut all at one time, for the 2 sconces at one time, but I did not, so I will have to cut again. And what I'm going to do is just put this piece of material right on top of the other piece and trace it out like that. So you almost want to cut it exact, because you don't want too much of a hem to just be folding under, then you could see it from underneath. You just want enough to tuck under to hide the white part of the cork board and other pieces that shouldn't be seen. So now I'm going to cut out the other piece. All right, guys, and now we are back over at the table and we are ready to put the cloth on. So what we are going to do is put our cloth down like so, and then we're going to put the sconce down like that. And it's a tad bit wider than I would like. I left too much of a little hem, but it's okay. We will work around that. But it's fine that it has this little bit right here. So that's perfect. I'm going to glue this down, and I'm going to leave my back bare because it's going to be to the wall. But I need to glue the hanger, the little metal hanger strip. I need to put it there to hang. And if I cannot find one of those little hangers, I will use some other apparatus and I'll show you what it is. So I'm going to turn this way. I want to make sure that I have it even on this side and even on this side. So I'm going to scoot it over a little bit. And that's not too bad. It's really not too bad. And also it's not too bad as being a bigger hem because this part will definitely not be seen at all. It will be facing the wall. So I'm okay. So what I am going to do, because I don't want any glue spots that you can see from the front, I am going to put E6000 towards the back for my material to stick to. I'm going to put it right along the top and right here. I'm going to put some here, and I'm also going to mix it with some hot glue. Got double reinforcement. Okay, I'm going to put hot glue there. Remember, this is going to be towards the back where no one will see. Okay. And we're going to pull that tight like so. I'm going to press that up right there. Perfect. All right, now we're going to do the other side. Usually hot glue gets cold real fast, but this Gorilla Glue does not. It gives you extra working time. So we're going to pull this tight here because we don't want it to be loose anywhere. We want it form fitting. We're going to pull it up like so and press it down. I'm going to press it down over here as well. There we go. Let me make sure it looks good on this side, and it does. Look at that. And it does. It looks very smooth. And if your cloth gets wrinkled a little bit, the wrinkles will fall out. They will fall out. And we want to turn it around to where the long side is facing. And we're going to put some E6000 right here and right up under here, right up underneath. I'm going to do that. And of course, I'm going to put some hot glue there too. Let me put some on there. Now, to get a neat fold, we're going to pull. Uh-oh. Something about to drip. Want to catch those drips. But we are going to fold this under like so. Okay. And hold that. Okay. And then on this side here, we're going to make almost like a hospital bed fold. And we're going to fold it. Hope you can see that. Just push that all the way in, and at the corner we want a tight little crease here. And we're going to put some E6000 over here. Remember, we're towards the back, so this should not be seen. But we're going to put some hot glue here. Got a little bit of glue on my hands. Hurry up and get that off. But we want to get, I cannot stand this stringy glue. And we want to put a little glue there on the fabric on the outside, okay? So like I said, we got that little hospital fold going on. We want to pull it tight around there and pull the rest of this fabric on around tight as well, and get it on there good until you get down to the bottom. And also, if your sconce is up, usually sconces are kind of high. Some people put them down head level. I like mine's up high. And if for some reason you make a mistake and you have yours up high, the top won't be seen anyway. The top usually is not seen. So you have a little room for error there. So we're going to put some E6000 here. Okay. Put that there. And we're going to put glue here. So the E6000 there is going to take care of where it's folded at. And then here, we're going to fold that over, and it's going to loop under here. And remember this fold right here. You want to take that in sharply and pull that tight. And then go all the way around doing the same method. Also, guys, you can put embellishments on it if you want to. I have some rhinestones here, and I'm just going to put a few at the end. You can always cover up things that you don't want seen, like so. So I'm just going to put 2 more there and 2 more right there. And that's going to come out beautifully. I don't want to over bling this out because I am, of course, sharing my bedroom with my husband. And I know he doesn't want it super girly. So I won't overdo it on the glam. But I want it cute for me too. And I think that's going to look so nice with the bracelets hanging down. Alright guys, so this is the sconce base, and it is the next day. It was getting late last night and I just got sleepy. And I didn't want to be telling y'all the wrong thing. I said, let me go to sleep and start fresh tomorrow with the rest of it. And excuse my nails, that the glue gun, getting the glue on my fingers and stuff just took my nail polish right off. So excuse me for looking skinchy. But anyway, this is the sconce. Came out beautifully. Here's a little bling at the bottom, and that will show. So what I'm going to do is flip this straight over, this still being the bottom. And my husband found this can for me that's the same size as my light base, because as I said earlier, I am using a real light bulb, light socket, thing. I'm not using the LED puck lights. So I need a hole. I'm not going to rest all this weight because this is a heavy can. It's full. But this is the exact size that I need. My outlet is about this round at the base. So what I'm going to do is put it right in the center. And I am going to draw a circle around here and I will cut this out. So do make sure that you measure to put this in the middle. Okay. Move this over a little bit. And so I'm going to mark right there and right there. Make sure it's 2. And this is where I want it. So I'm just going to make the circle here. So I'm going to take one of those X-Acto knives or carpet knives or whatever you call it, and I'm going to cut that hole out, and I'm going to go and make sure it fits right over my light outlet. And this is the second one. So they're both cut out. I'm going to make sure I try the one first to make sure it fits exactly, and if not, I'll come back and change them both. But I think they'll fit. Also, before I run upstairs, while I'm down here in the craft area, I am going to assemble my bracelets, and I'm going to put them together with the hot glue gun and get them all assembled and everything. I think I like this better. It looks more of a free fall than this. This is a little wider. But make sure when you put your bracelets together, whatever design you use, that it's equal overlapping every layer. Like this is going to be the same as this. This little peak, this little overlap is going to be the same size, and that one too. It'll look more symmetric and more put together. I like this right here, so I'm going to go ahead and just use the hot glue gun to put them right where they need to go. And then I will use a little bit of E6000. I'm almost not too sure about this. This is so loud, you all. I took my sconces up in my room last night and just to see what they kind of look like. And I left them upstairs with us during the night. And this E6000, oh, when I woke up, y'all, this can make you dizzy. It can make you, ugh. So this is some strong stuff. Be careful. Look at the warnings on the back. Not a lot of people talk about this, but it has like, it says possible cancer agent, in here, blah, 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 blah. But it's not the safest. And I know a lot of people use it at home without ventilation. I see so many crafters using it kind of willy-nilly. But be careful. Wear your mask, open a window, and then let these items cure before you place them permanently in your areas. So I am going to put glue here and here. And then I'm going to go on down and where it's overlapping and everything. It's going to look just like that. And here they both are. They look somewhat messy, but of course the glue has to dry. And excuse me for if you can't hear me, I have my mask on because the E6000 is really strong, like I said. But yeah, here they are. And I'm about to go cut the hole in the sconces to make sure that they fit. If you do not have an X-Acto knife, a pair of scissors or a very sharp butcher knife or something will help. And all you do is take the pointiest part, the sharpest part, and just cut around the circle or whatever you're going to be cutting out to fit your sconce. Okay, so let's get this cut. I'm going to hold on to it from this angle. So you don't smash through your project. Let's score it first. Make sure you're keeping your fingers out the way under here. And there we go. I'm going to do I'm going to make sure it fits first, and then I'll do the second one. Okay, it's just a little bit too snug. I need a little bit more room down here. So the other one I'll make sure to cut out just a little bigger. So I'm going to cut out a little bit more down around here. All right, so I'm going to go a little bit around this hole this time to make sure it fits perfectly. Looking back, the two things I would do differently is, number one, I would put the glittered decorative paper right on the foam core board and glue that down. Second thing, I would then right away measure the circle up to my light and get that cut out before I assembled anything else. All right, guys, so I am back at my workstation. The sconces themselves are finished, but I wanted to add a little bling, just a little extra. And these are going to resemble this sconce right here. Yes, aren't those pretty? So I made them, of course, gray and silver. I put silver bracelets, and like I was showing you, I put them together. And look at this. Look at this. The only thing is the glue. The E6000 that I bought was white, and it dries white. So make sure you get the clear kind. But anyway, that just helped me with a little extra glam on my sconces to cover that up. It wasn't showing bad, but look what I did. Put rhinestones on it, and it is so pretty. All you do is take this rhinestone roll here. Excuse all the glue shavings and everything, but you just cut off one row at a time, and then I cut two at a time, and then I have one left over for a single adherences. So here they are right here. Hope you can see that. And then I've just been hot glue gunning them on, just using hot glue. So I use two here and then one right there, a row of two going across there to cover that little intersection, and the rhinestone there. So the same way all over. So I'll show you what they look like when I get done. And there it is, guys. It looks beautiful, gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how I hang the next one. This one is hung up, as you can see, and I'm going to hang up the next one and show you exactly what to do. Underneath my sconce, I have, this is the fixture, and so as you can see, there's room right here to wrap something around there to attach my little decoration to. So I am using wire. You can use invisible wire, clear wire. I have green floral wire, which nobody's going to be able to see this. So that's what I'm using, and it's going to come out great. And this is what it looks like. I just cut about, I would say that was 8 inches or 9-10 inches. And I just twisted it around here. I twisted around there. And then left this part open. I'm going to put this around the base of my light and connect it and just twist it at the top and fold the wires down. And I went ahead and turned the light off. But I'm going to stick this up around here, twist it at the top. And I don't have my tripod to show this, I'm sorry, but put it up around there, twist it at the top, twist it real tight, and pull the ends down around here so that they're not sticking up. And here you go. It came out wonderful. And you can't even see the green wires too good, just the one that I have kind of hanging down, and I can fix that to look better. But nobody can see it, and it is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to show you what they look like with the lights turned down. And there they are. Came out so pretty. I really love it. Just adds a little Little sparkle, a little glam, not a lot, not too much. Didn't overdo it. So I think it does the area justice.